How to do web scraping without a hassle, using Scraping Fish with Node.js. For the sake of simplicity in this tutorial, we will use a random number generator website to scrape the number. And to make it interesting, this website only allows 2 requests per 15 seconds. Start by creating a folder for our project and calling it Scraping Fish Example. Next, open it with your favorite text editor. We will start by creating a JavaScript and a .env file. An API will be needed to use Scraping Fish. We can get this by heading to the Scraping Fish website. Just Google Scraping Fish and click on the first link in the search results. Click on the Buy link in the navigation bar, then choose a request pack. This will lead us to the payment page, which we will need to fill out all the details on the payment form, then accept the terms and conditions before clicking the Pay button. Once the payment has completed successfully, we will see a thank you page prompting us to check our email. There will be 2 emails sent from Scraping Fish. Click on the one revealing our API key. Copy this key for our project. Head back to the text editor in the .env file, type API key equals, then paste the key. Now we are ready to start coding in the JavaScript file. First, we will add our dependencies. Use Axios for web requests, .env to secure our API, and Cheerio to parse the web data. These dependencies will need to be installed with Node Packet Manager. Once the dependencies have been installed, add a const variable for repeat requests. This will be used for how many times we send the request to the website. Then add a payload object with our API key, website we want to scrape, and for this example, render.js will be enabled to make sure all JavaScript has been rendered before returning the HTML request. Next, create an asynchronous function and create an Axios request to Scraping Fish with our payload. Now use Cheerio to parse the data from Scraping Fish. To get the random number, filter the HTML by using the div and class name. The random number will be the text in between the divs. Lastly, if Cheerio cannot parse the data, console log no random number found. Otherwise, console log what the number is. Final thing to do is to create a for loop with how many times we want to run the request, then call the function in the loop. We are now ready to test it out. In the terminal, type node followed by the name of our JavaScript file, then hit enter to run the code. As you can see, it works perfectly without a hassle for all 5 requests. Let's compare this with a script that doesn't use Scraping Fish and just creates a normal Axios request straight to the website. This script will also make 5 requests. When we run it, we can see that it doesn't render the JavaScript that creates the random number, and we get errors after the first 2 requests due to the rate limit set on the website. You can see this was never a problem when using Scraping Fish.